Hey, what's up, y'all? Man, back with another one. A little different time for me today. I mean, tonight, whatever time you're listening to it. I'm up. I'm pretty late tonight. Like I'm what is it? Like 11:30 at night. I'm out here taking these things to this post office, man. Dropping this stuff off. So yeah, a little different time. I know y'all used to me being up early, like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So today, I don't know. I just did things a little different. But anyway, just ranting on. I just want to say I appreciate you guys. All the listens, all the likes, all the advice, man, everything, right? I've been changing with a lot of stuff. I've been, being a lot more open-minded. A lot of things has went on with all this, but I got to say I appreciate you guys because without you guys, I wouldn't even keep doing this, man. But hey, you guys are great people. So, I promised somebody I would talk about this topic, and it's about pets, right? I know I haven't really, maybe I have talked about this before. I mean, pets. I mean, the topic of pets. Well, so we're talking about pets, animals, from fish to dogs to lizards to whatever, right? And I promised I would ask this question. So basically the question is, are you setting your kids up for failure when you get them pets too early in life? And that was the question, because there was a big debate with me and my man about this. And he says that he's not going to buy any of his kids any pets or anything like that because the animals, they die. So basically what it was is that he's saying that when you do this, you're teaching these kids death and stuff like that at an early age. And it's unexplainable to them, and this whole feeling of things is just not going to come back, or it's going to mysteriously come back one day, and you don't know how to deal with the pain and all that is what we were discussing. So we started talking about pets and different situations and stuff like that, and I was talking to him about, man, I can remember pretty much all the pets that I've had when I was younger. And I told him I remember I had a parakeet named Max. And love Max, man. That was my bird. And I never realized that parakeets could talk. So I remember one day coming home and he started saying some little stuff. And it was like amazing to me, right? And it was so cool. I was telling all my friends, like everything, right? Literally, like it was like 2 days later. I think it was in the summertime or something like that, and we had left the air conditioner blowing. We had a set on auto, but it was on real cold, right? So when when we was leaving out early in the morning, sorry, I got the road noise because good old DC streets for you. But all right, let's calm down. Turn these beats up a little bit. Sorry. So yeah, we had it set so that house when the automatic thing when it gets to a certain temperature, the AC kicks in. But we had it kick in so that it stayed cold in the house, right? So when it heats up, go to like 100 degrees in the summertime, like it'll be cool in the house when we get back in there. Well, I guess we didn't realize there was a vent over top of the bird cage, and Max was cold. And I guess he got sick and he passed away. And I talked to my guy and I said, man, I can still remember that pain from when I was a little kid, seeing my little bird just laid over in the cage like that. And it hurt me so bad, man. Like, I had a little funeral for him. And yeah, man, and we was talking about that, and I was talking about like my dog I used to have. I had to get my dog to my neighbor because we were moving, and where we were moving to, they couldn't keep the dogs and whatnot. And I always miss my dog, man. I don't even know if he's still alive or whatnot, but it'd be a long time if he is. But yeah, that was kind of pain to see, how to give away your pet. That was like almost like your best friend type thing. So we was talking about it, man, and he was saying that he won't do that to his kids at an early age because there's an attachment to all that. And then when that attachment has to go away for some reason, like, you got to explain this stuff. And I truly understood what he was talking about. And I was just like, man, is he right? Like, the dogs and the cats and the birds and the fish and everything, when these things are just passing away because they don't really have a long lifespan like that, are we at fault for teaching, basically this to our kids? So I had to ask you guys that and see what you guys think about that. And I asked a couple of people already, and they were, this Corona stuff, man, is really just messing everything up. But they were supposed to kind of get on it with me and talk about it, but I got some people that's vaccinated, not vaccinated, and I got to kind of be stern about this vaccinated stuff because I can't be coming around my family and stuff like that, after I've been around people that's not vaccinated and think that, saying it's okay for me to just pass it on, or, so it's really messing up me doing some of these interviews and stuff like that. So I may start doing some kind of virtual where I kind of send the links out and stuff like that and kind of do some recording from a distance, so ain't nobody got to worry about nothing. So I want to start doing that, but I haven't. The problem of it is, you guys, is that I haven't been doing it, so I don't know how you guys are gonna like how it sounds, because it might sound like all right for me because I got the mics, I got the beats, I'm right here, but let's say somebody else, they don't have a good microphone, or they got an iPhone 2 or something, and it don't sound right. You know what I'm saying? So I got to kind of amp that sound up to kind of match me a little bit. And it's like, I don't know how you guys are going to feel about it. I'm going to try a couple of them, and I'm going to see how you guys feel about it. If you like it, we can continue. If you hate it, feel free to let me know. But anyway, I had the conversation, and it was crazy because as I was having the conversation with a young lady, I ain't gonna say her name until she comes on. I'm gonna keep her to that. I think her cat just died, and now she has to explain it to both of her kids why. I forgot what she said the cat name was, but we're gonna call them. I ain't gonna give them. I gotta show some respect, but yeah, the cat just passed away, so now she got to explain to them what's up with the kitty cat, pretty much, So I'm just sitting back and I'm thinking about this, man. Like, can you introduce death and stuff like that to your kids too early? And is it a thing of, is there a time where you introduce this stuff, or it's just natural? Like, when there's funerals and stuff like that, do you bring children to the funerals? Or you kind of have somebody watch the kids and stuff like that? I've always been taught in my lifestyle, which is why I've always, when kids are involved, we kind of just have somebody else watch the kids, or the kids are not involved in what we got going on. But we never, I never really thought about taking the kids to a funeral with me. You know what I'm saying? But I guess they got to get an understanding too. But what if they don't understand? Man, hey, half the time us adults don't understand, death. I know I hate it. I don't like talking about it. So how do you explain that to some kids that truly don't, they don't even really understand what life for real? So how they gonna understand death? You know what I'm saying? So when we taking away from, we talking about adults and funerals and stuff, how do you tell them about cats and dogs and birds and fish and stuff that they used to play with? And they used to play with and be like their little friend away from their friends, right? And now that's gone. How do you explain that? Because as much as we would like to, just as we get adults and we worry about bills and payments and all that, we just like, cat, dog, get out of my face, right? You got to understand that certain animals do have certain personalities. Every dog does not act the same. I've seen or had, a little bit of both. Dogs that, if you take them off the leash, they'll walk right next to you. I've had dogs where if you drop the leash, they're going to take off and go running down the street and play in the street and run away from you. And as you're chasing them, they're going to keep running. I've had all that. I've had what you might call a stupid dog that, that as soon as you drop the leash, they're gonna take off running the cars and all types of stuff. To dogs that they walk next to you like they just a person and they ain't going in the street. They gonna stop when they get to the corner. You tell them to sit once, they gonna sit down. They gonna roll over. They gonna do all that. But you might got another dog that's a complete idiot. That you tell him to roll over, he looking at you like, what are you talking about? Like, he might chew up all your furniture. You might have, all that. You might have a cat that urinates all over the place. Or you might got a cat that doesn't do anything. That just chills and likes to lay around and don't bother nobody. You might have I've had this before. You might have a fish that likes to come up to the top of the water and let you pet them. Or you might have some fish that don't ever want you to say, to stick your hand in the fish tank or any of that. Like, I've literally had a fish that I can rub on the stomach and everything. Yeah, it was kind of cool. But yeah, so it's just like, they have little personalities and they grow on you, right? So when they go away, like, I just want to know, like, how do you explain that to kids? So that is my question for today. I wanted to be short and sweet, but I also have another question for my adults out here to have pets and stuff, right? Because I found out, I've never had this for any of my pets, but I know people have it. What do you guys think about pet insurance? Is it beneficial? Is it worth it? Have you ever used it? If you have, please let me know, because I've always wanted to know about this since I've heard about it, but I just want to know, is it worth it? What is it, like a copay when you take them to the vet? Like, what is it? Like, how does it work? And in fact, if nobody really gives me any good information about this, I'm going to try to go to maybe a veterinarian and kind of try to figure it out for myself, because it's like, I always wanted to know, is it worth it? Because, man, like, the cost that I've been hearing to take some of these animals to the vet, I'm like, man, I don't know, y'all. I might be a jerk. I might be putting Fido down. You tell me it's $4,000-$5,000 for something, and this is a dog I paid $200 for, $300 for. I know it's wrong, and people might call me an animal. You might call me an animal for this, but man, I don't know, man. $4,000, $5,000 for something for a dog, and I gotta keep food on the table. You see how high gas is right now? Yeah, I don't know if Fido gonna make it, y'all. Hey, look, I might be wrong. I might be a jerk. You might call me whatever you want to call me, man. But I don't know, man. Like, I know there's some other people that might, spend their last to make sure their dog is healthy and wise and everything. But man, I just don't see it. I don't see me going into debt for no dog, man. So I don't know, especially the kind of dogs I get. They don't really cost that much, or somebody that gave it to me for free or something like that. But I never spent $10,000 on a Dalmatian or something. I ain't never did nothing like that. So maybe if you do something like that, maybe you might want to spend some money to make sure your animal is okay. But I don't know about no $300 dog. Am I gonna spend $4,000-$5,000? I might just, I might be wrong, but hey, you tell me I'm wrong, right? I know y'all out there probably like, hey, man, you on to something. I ain't doing that either. Hey, but look though, the other question to it, man, is animal insurance worth it? Is it worth it? Is it gonna save you some money? Is it gonna really save your pet's life or injuries or whatever it may be? Is it worth it? Because if it's worth it, then that changes the game for somebody like myself that's saying that they ain't gonna spend $4,000 or $5,000 for no dog, right? If I'm gonna spend, if I spend the co-pays or any of that stuff, then it'll be wonderful. Like, yeah, get my, save Fido, but out of pocket, man, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people look at that crazy when it's humans, like out of pocket expense for a human. You gotta twist the ankle and it's $8,000. Somebody might tell you to just wrap it up, put some ice on it. So I don't know, man. So let me know what y'all think about the pet insurance, or if you guys ever had it or know anybody who has it. I would like to know. I would really like to know, because before I get me a little dog, I would love to know, because I'm actually looking at some puppies for myself. So, well, let me say one dog. I always say puppies. I don't know if I'm gonna have more than one. I can only have one little doggy. So, yeah, that's what it's gonna be, y'all. Short and sweet. You guys just let me know what y'all think, and I hope y'all have a very blessed weekend. Enjoy yourself, and even if you're going to work, hey, stay safe, stay great, and do your thing, man. Hit me up on my IG, 1000 questions with a Z. I'll put something up for this to see if I get some responses, and we can do our thing from there, man. And also, y'all can email me right now. I know I keep telling y'all the website is on its way. I just keep being picky because there's certain features I want to be able to unlock and have on there. Like, my YouTube is on there, but I want the video to be on there, but the video's not playing, but the link is on there. It's like little stuff. I want it to be interactive, so like, it's kind of fun to go to. But as of right now, that's in the works. But just email me anything you want to say or anything like that. ABMORE, the number's 23@gmail.com. And hopefully my site will be up soon. There's just certain stuff I just want on there so it can kind of be seamless. But that's just me. But all right, y'all. Bye.